Would I be the a-hole if I ask mother-in-law to watch our dogs while I give birth, but not our kids? I, 34F, am due to have our third baby in the next few weeks. My mother-in-law, 72F, already assumes she'll be taking our kids, 4M and 3M, when I go into labor, and loves to brag about it. Part of it is that she loves them, of course, but the other part is that she loves the attention and recognition of being needed. Aside from that, every time our kids are around her it's like they forget how to behave completely, and the following 1 to 2 days are nothing but tantrums. She won't discipline them at all. Excuses bad behavior with things like, "It's probably just the weather," and lets them do literally just whatever they want, including way too much screen time. Simply said, our kids wear the pants when they're with her. The thought of navigating the first few days postpartum and newborn life at home with my older children in tantrum mode honestly just stresses me out. Not only that, but she lives 45 minutes away, is a terrible driver, and has an unfenced pool in her yard. I'm worried about having her come to pick them up and bring them back to her house knowing that, and not watching them close enough to keep them safe from the pool. She's also in her 70s and doesn't move very quickly, but at the same time we already live an hour away from the hospital, so to bring them to her, move car seats over, and then go to L&D would take 2 hours minimum anyway. It would also be an option for her to come to our home and stay with them here, but to be honest it just stresses me out to think about coming home to have her not leave for hours and the house be a wreck on top of it. She never has them clean up, and as thoughtful as it is, she'll do things like wash my dishes and then put them in the most random places, and half the time on shelves I can't even reach, and it takes me forever to find anything in my own kitchen. We're leaning more on the side of having our kids stay with our best friends who live much closer and they would have a blast with, without the tantrums to follow. But if we did that we would still ask mother-in-law to take care of our dogs, since I wouldn't want to over-ask our friends for help, and mother-in-law has watched them at her house before when we've gone out of town. I'm not sure how to go about that conversation with mother-in-law though in explaining why we don't want her taking the kids for those days, and am worried she'll be offended by asking to take the dogs but not her grandkids. So, would I be the a-hole if I ask my mother-in-law to watch our dogs while I give birth, but not our kids? Edit to add. Because I've had to explain this so many times already, I just wanted to add that we've never discussed with mother-in-law a plan for her to watch our kids. Because it was never part of our plan. She just assumed that she would be and has been telling others, which is how we found out about it. Because helping is always an important thing to her, while we could do something else with the dogs we feel it might lighten the blow a bit to at least have her help in some way rather than not at all and her feel completely excluded. This is the only reason I mentioned her loving to be recognized, needed. Not because I don't like her. I love my mother-in-law and am just trying to navigate the best way to not leave her with hurt feelings while at the same time not coming home to a chaotic environment after freshly giving birth.